Hi, you're welcome to 60 Seconds with Jude Wonders. Today let's talk about 5 things you must do every day. 1. Pray. I mean have a detailed conversation with God every day. Seek to know His will and to know Him. 2. Check on those that truly matter. The family and friends that will be there for you when you hit rock bottom. 3. Remind yourself of all your God-given visions and set goals and see if you are taking the right steps to achieving them and if you're in the right group of people that can help the vision. 4. Do a self-check and pay attention to every changes, every new emotions, new ideas, character, new passions, etc. It's important you know if you're becoming a better human being or a problem to your community. And finally, 5. Learn something new. Be intentional about this one. More knowledge is always an added advantage. Keep watching Ablaze TV. Hi, my name is Jude Wonders. Please lend me 60 seconds of your time. Let's talk about 3 ways to deal with laziness. There are times when it's just hard to get yourself to do the things you know you ought to do. Number 1. Be accountable to someone. Only a proud person will think he doesn't need help or doesn't need someone to mind their business. Try to get someone who will always check up on you and ensure you do what you need to do daily. 2. Find motivation. It can be a thought of an added advantage if that things is done. Sometimes that motivation can just be a fear of failure or the desperate desire to prove someone wrong or the need to make someone proud. Whichever it is, use it as motivation. Number 3. Remind yourself of the fact that if you don't do it, it won't be done. And sometimes there are no shortcuts. So, just do it. I guess that's it. Hard work is a vital and inevitable ingredient to success. There are no shortcuts. Do it now and be happy. Don't do it now and regret the time wasted. Hi, I only have 60 seconds. Let's talk about something that can change your life forever. The right fight. What battle are we truly in? Or should we be in? Most times we hate and feel disappointed in people because we can't help but think they're the cause of our misfortune. Well, that is simply because we are losing a fight that we are not paying attention to. Number 1. The fight of consistency. Having a good idea is not enough. Engaging in a project or beginning a pursuit is not enough. The question is, are you going to see it through? Giving up is very easy, especially when challenges starts knocking on your door. So you must fight hard to be consistent, because that is an inevitable key to success. Number 2. The fight for excellence. You see settling for less as the most appreciated option for many people. But they fail to remember that being good is not enough. But being outstanding is. We are comfortable with a mediocre mentality. And that is a virus we must fight against. Always motivate yourself and remind yourself that legends are products of an excellent spirit. I repeat, legends are products of an excellent spirit. And number 3, the fight of self-discipline. It is easy most times to let your emotions lead. Follow your heart deceptive, because they change with the slightest change of environment, or change our social gathering. So set plans for your life, and fight against emotions that may arise to take you out of that plan. Note that discipline is simply fighting against your own self. No undisciplined person ever succeeds in anything. Let's look at some examples. You need to study but you feel like sleeping. You need to practice but the exercise is boring. You decide not to date but you fall in love. You must win the fight of discipline to ensure success. I love you. Bye. Hi, let's talk for a few seconds with Jude Wonders. 3 ways to be consistent with any project or vision. You know, it is sometimes easy to start up anything, especially when you have your resources. But seeing to it that these projects be successful requires patience and discipline. So let's talk about 3 tips on how to be consistent. 1. Write down your plan clearly. Sometimes we are inconsistent because we start up projects without full information of where we are heading to. It is important to follow a plan. It's like dating without a plan of marriage. It's like starting a business with no skill set in management and planning. You're already preparing to fail. In case challenges come, you have no established plan or anticipated future that can be your motivation. So write down your anticipated future and a definite plan. 2. Get for yourself mentors. This is important because it helps you to be accountable. This helps you when you're feeling discouraged. They'll always be there to encourage, counsel, and motivate you. 3. Discipline yourself. You must force yourself through, violently. In pursuit of vision, your emotions must not take the lead. Thank you for watching. Welcome to another edition of Seconds with Jude Wonders. Today, let's briefly talk about 5 things to do when you meet any elderly person. This may seem weird, but we can carry curses or blessings from them. The elderly are beings with experience. That alone counts for something, right? 1. Help them. If they are struggling with anything, help them even if it is inconveniencing to you. 2. Listen to them. In their words is found seeds of wisdom that if planted and nurtured in your life can yield great results. 3. Ask questions. It's important to know how they live their lives. Their experiences and their story can save you from life's troubles. The answer to your questions can save your life. 4. Honor them. This can be in the simplest way ever, like giving them your seat or opening a door for them or just being respectful. They deserve to be honored. And number 5. This one is my favorite. Put a smile on their faces. However way you can. A hug or a song or a little gift can make that possible. Thank you for watching.
Welcome to Seconds with Jude Wonders. Today I want to talk about 3 major red flags in a guy. If there is a guy you're in a relationship with and you really plan settling down with this guy, there are 3 things you must watch out for. Number 1, any guy who still has unresolved daddy issues. A guy who still has hurt in his heart towards his father. That emotion is an emotion you're not able as a lady to handle in a guy. Why? Because at one point or the other in the guy's life, that void, that unresolved emotion will end up being a problem. Number 2, any guy who is suffering from low self-esteem and inferiority complex. It is an emotion in the guy also you as a lady, trust me, you're not willing to bear when you're married to him. Why? Because a guy who is easily intimidated, a guy who always talks down against himself, it will be difficult for you to be a life partner to him. You can't marry someone who is always pessimistic about their own selves. That emotion is dangerous in a guy's life. Number 3, a guy who has money issues. When I'm talking about money issues, I'm talking about a guy who is addicted to having money, or a guy who doesn't know how to spend money, or a guy who just doesn't know how to manage money. It's either he's an overspender or he's an underspender. You must have a guy who is able to manage finances rightly. When settling down with a guy, you must do a thorough check on these 3 things. Does he still have daddy issues, unresolved daddy emotions, emotions? Does he have low self-esteem and inferiority complex issues, or does he have money issues? You must handle those 3 things now before marrying him, else that relationship is already a toxic one. Thank you very much. Keep watching Seconds with Jude Wonders on Blaze TV.
So sad because everyone around.
Hi Sandra. Well, this is what I think. Learn these 3 to feeling of loneliness.
Please tell me.
Firstly, you must understand that relying on someone to give you the comfort and not give for an appointment becomes a burden to them, and you risk getting used by people who you don't think you're good enough for your own. Hi, you're welcome to 60 Seconds with Jude Wonders. Today let's talk about 5 things you must do every day. 1. Pray. I mean have a detailed conversation with God every day. Seek to know His will and to know Him.